So I think I've got the stream going. My only question for you is, how do I get that overlay on there? Yes. Right.
Number 1, Jonathan Silver.
Okay. There it is. Yep. And then hit overlay. There we go. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Sorry to bug you. All right, bye. And good evening, everybody. Welcome. A little tardy on our audio here, but the video going, and we are in progress. Here from El Dorado, the Broncos and the Larks, game 2 of this 3-game series. We'll get you the lineups and all of that here in just a moment, but we right now are dealing with the batter, Jonathan Soberanis, leading off for the Hayes Larks, and pitching to him is Mitch McIntyre. 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Soberanis. And the pitch from McIntyre just a bit high, ball 3. So a full count here to lead off the game. Mitch McIntyre, tall righty for the Broncos, goes to Indiana State University, and this son, like a broken bat, down to Coyne over at third base, throws to first, and retiring Soberanis. Out in the field for the El Dorado Broncos tonight, Jarrett Coyne. Let's go to the outfield first. The left fielder is John Laguerre, Kyle Barfield in center field, and Aaron Mack is in right field. Around the infield, Jarrett Coyne at third base, Tyler Bailey's at short, Mason Goads at second base, and Colton Schenkers at first. Sam Donnell behind the dish tonight for the Broncos, and Mitch McIntyre on the hill. First pitch to the second batter for the Larks, Jay Seltzer out of the zone, ball 1. That one in the zone for strike 1. The Larks batting order tonight is Soberanis, Jonathan Soberanis, Jay Seltzer, Jacob Boston. Spencer Packard had a big game last night. He bats 4th. He's the DH tonight for the Larks. Nick Jones will bat 5th. Alex Weiss 6th. Clayton Harp 7th. Trevor Boone batting 8th. Max Remy will bat 9th. Fouled straight back. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Jace Seltzer. Seltzer last night batted in the 9-hole. He went 1 for 4. RBI single in the 4th inning. The Larks winning last night 5-0. Swing and a miss. Donnell will apply the tag, and that's the second out here in the first inning.
Now batting number 16, Jacob Boston.
So Jacob Boston will step in. Right-handed swingers Boston from Chandler, Arizona, goes to Angelo State University. McIntyre dealing fastball inside half, a swing and a miss, strike one. For McIntyre, his sixth game, his third start of the season. He has a record of 0-1, 12 innings of work, 16 hits given up, 6 earned, 8 runs given up, 6 earned. That pitch in there for strike two. 5 walks and 12 strikeouts for McIntyre, his ERA at 4.30. No balls and 2 strikes here to Jacob Boston, and the pitch in the turf, Donnell blocking it, and it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to Jacob Boston, and the pitch, and that one's lifted into short right field, and Aaron Mack coming in and will make the catch, and that will retire the Larks here in the first. 3 up and 3 down. We'll go to the bottom half of the first inning. It's Hayes 0, El Dorado coming to bat. No score. We head to the bottom of the first inning, and let's take a look at the batting order for the Broncos tonight. Jarrett Coyne, Bailey batting second. Aaron Mack third. Colton Schenker will bat fourth. Kyle Barfield fifth. John Laguerre sixth. Tanner White is the designated hitter tonight for El Dorado. He bats seventh. Sam Donnell will bat eighth, and Mason Goad will bat ninth. For the Hayes Larks out in the field, in the outfield, it's Clayton Harp in left field, Trevor Boone in center field, and the right fielder is Jacob Boston. Around the infield, Alex Weiss is at third. The shortstop is Max Remy. Jonathan Sobranis at second, Jace Seltzer at first. Nick Jones is behind the plate and pitching tonight, left-hander Matt Fish. And his first pitch out of the zone for ball one. Coyne looks at the 1-0. It's low, ball two. 2 balls and no strikes. Jarrett Coyne, 5'9", 170-pounder from Sterling, Michigan. And the 2-0 he's in front of and fouls it down the third base side. Goes to Alma College. They're the Scots. And we always have a good listener and viewership from Michigan. Fish goes a little upstairs, ball 3. Fish, a quick worker, much like Lopez. Terrific pitching performance last night by Alex Lopez. He went 7 strong for the Larks. Got the win. Coyne down the left side, and it's foul. So it'll be 3 balls and 2 strikes. Jarrett Coyne coming into play tonight, batting .304. And Coyne swing and a miss. Might have foul tipped that one, and it's a strikeout for Matt Fish.
Now batting for the Broncos, Shortstop, number 5, Tyler Berry.
So Tyler Bailey steps up, the shortstop for El Dorado. Tyler Bailey from Stafford, Virginia, 5'10", 170. Goes to King College. And Bailey on the season hitting .255. He'll look at ball 1. Bailey, 51 at bats, 13 hits. 1 double and 1 long ball. Looks at a fastball right down the middle. 1 ball and 1 strike to Bailey. And the pitch from Fish, fouled down on the right side near the wall, and a terrific catch up against the wall by the first baseman, Seltzer. He went as far as he could. And there was a little bit of give to that old fence on the far side.
Aaron Mack.
So 2-way, and here comes Aaron Mack. Aaron Mack leads the Broncos in home runs this year. He's got 4 of them. Batting .256, and he'll look at strike 1. Aaron Mack, 11 for 43. 4 home runs and 1 triple. So 5 of Mack's 11 hits have been for either a triple or a home run. 1 ball and 1 strike, lefty on lefty here. Fish against Mack. And the 1-1. This one's hit towards second base. Soberano's got a glove on it, but it's going to go into right field. Probably going to be a hit. Yeah, base hit for Aaron Mack. Sharp hit. Would have been a great play by Soberano. And the Broncos have our first base runner of the night.
Number 13.
Here comes Colton Schenker.
Colton Schenker.
Colton Schenker from Augusta. Goes to Labette County Community College. First pitch swinging in the hole. Soberano gobbles it up. A little bobble now throws to first and retires Schenker. So no runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left, and we're through 1 complete. Hayes and El Dorado, no score. More play-by-play in a moment right here on YouTube. Spencer Packard leads off for Hayes here in the top of the 2nd inning, and quickly Packard down 0-2 with Mitch McIntyre dealing. No balls, 2 strikes, no score here in the top of the 2nd inning. This one bounced towards Mason Goad. He's playing a deep second base. Quick throw over to first. Schenker with a nice pick, and that will retire Packard. Packard was a real nuisance to the Broncos last night. He had a really good game here, highlighted by the leadoff home run in the 4th inning of last night's game. So with 1 away, here comes Nick Jones, the catcher. Did not see Nick last night. He looks at strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. to Nick Jones. The 0-1 in there, fouled straight back. It's 0-2. Nick Jones from Battle Creek, Michigan. Goes to Eastern Michigan University, 6 foot 180. And he's swinging a miss. Ball gets away from Donnell. He runs it down. Quick throw to first. And Schenker able to hold the bag to retire Nick Jones. So two-way, and here comes Alex Weiss.
Now ready for Hayes, number 20.
Alex Weiss in his 10th game of the season, hitting just 167 in league play, 6 out of 36. McIntyre, he's working quickly. That one's right in there for strike one. Alex Weiss from Wellington, not far from here, goes to school at Fort Hays State. Of course, last night's starter for El Dorado, Sam Capps, also goes to Fort Hays State. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch, foul tip, and it's strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Umpire walked out to give McIntyre a ball, maybe a concern or something there. Our first pitch temperature tonight was 88 degrees. Beautiful sunny skies. Breeze out of the south, about 15 miles an hour. Beautiful night for baseball here in El Dorado. Great to have you tuned in tonight on YouTube. Here's the 0-2. Curveball just missed on the inner half. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two-way for the Larks here in the top of the second inning. Alex Weiss, the third baseman. Bats on the right side. McIntyre with the pitch. A little bit high, ball 3. So a full count here to Weiss, and the pitch. This one's chopped foul past Frank Leo, the terrific coach for the Larks. So it'll remain 3 balls and 2 strikes. Email is waiting to be opened up here. Our email address, cadenbroadcasting@gmail.com. We love the Broncos and the Larks emails. Curveball drops in there, a beauty by McIntyre, and that will retire the side. 3 strikeouts for Mitch McIntyre through the first 2 innings of play. 3 up, 3 down for Hayes. We played 1.5. Hayes 0, El Dorado 0. Back in a moment here on YouTube. Bottom of the second inning here from beautiful El Dorado and McDonald Stadium. Kyle Barfield will lead it off for the Broncos. And again, big thanks to Bill Young getting us all set up with new computer here and the new camera. We got the graphics up there for you. Worked out really good. Got a lot of good comments last night. 1 ball and no strikes to Barfield. He'll look at strike 1. So it's 1-1. Caden Broadcasting at gmail.com. CADEN. Caden Broadcasting at Gmail. We'd love to hear from you tonight. That one in the turf. 2 balls and a strike. Game 2 of this 3-game series. Hayes winning last night. So last night we talked about the schedule. There's the 2-1 to Barfield. That's low ball 3. The top 4 teams in the Jayhawk League were all playing on the road against the bottom 4 teams in the Jayhawk League. And last night, the top 4 teams all won. So those top 4 teams creating a little more of a gap. Front half to the bottom half, so El Dorado will try to change that tonight. This looks like Chad Crosby, where John.
For the Broncos, number 31, Chad Crosby.
So John Laguerre will not bat. Crosby does. Sends it out to center field. Going back is Boone to the wall and gone. Chad Crosby. With a home run. So the Broncos went 10 scoreless innings last night and then 1 inning tonight, but Chad Crosby he dials long distance to the furthest part of the yard here in center field.
Now batting for the Broncos, number 6, designated hitter, Tanner White.
So the Broncos leave this one 2-0, and here's Tanner White. (2-0) Broncos, bottom of the 2nd inning. Tanner White looks at ball 1. Well, after walking Barfield, Fish wanted to get ahead of Chad Crosby, and Crosby was waiting for it and delivered it to center field. Slider in there for strike 1. Tanner White from Butler County Community College and from right here in El Dorado. Here's the 1-1. Fastball just missed. 2-1. Must have been low because it had a lot of the plate. And the pitch to White. That one in there, and that's strike 3. So the first out of the inning for Fish and the Larks. And that'll bring up Sam Donnell.
Now batting for the Broncos, number 14, catcher Sam Donnell.
Sam Donnell had some folks watching and listening last night. He had a double for the Broncos. The only inning where the Broncos really threatened was that 3rd inning when Donnell led off with a double. Bailey singled behind him. It was runners at 1st and 3rd with nobody out, but El Dorado was unable to cash in, and Lopez shut him down the rest of the way. 1 ball and no strikes to Donnell, right-handed batter, and he looks at ball 2. The zone tonight a little bit tighter than last night. Here's the 2-0. That one bounces in, ball 3. A leadoff walk to Kyle Barfield and a 2-run home run by Chad Crosby. Tanner White struck out looking. 2-0 Broncos. 3 balls and no strikes here to Donnell, and he's swinging, and he drives it to deep left field, to the track, to the wall. Gone! Sam Donnell! Got the green light on 3-0, and he delivered a home run. Sam Donnell got the green light, and the Broncos lead 3-0. There's a look at Sam as he crosses the plate.
Now that is the Broncos, number 7, second baseman Mason Goad.
So it's time for Mason Goad. The Broncos showing some power here in the second inning. And Goad looks at the slider in there for strike one. And again, Fish fell behind Barfield, walked him, tried to get it at Crosby, gave up the long ball, fell behind 3-0 to Donnell, and Sam hit the 3-0 pitch over the left field wall. Goad will foul this one out of play. It'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes.
9 fans return all foul ball. The Broncos feedback one below for $1.
Sam Donnell, that's his first home run of the season. And for Crosby, his first home run for the Broncos. Of course, Chad just arrived here yesterday. Here's the 2-2 to Mason Goad, swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 home runs, 2 strikeouts, and a walk here in the second inning. To the top of the order, it's Jared Coyne.
Third baseman, Jared Coyne.
And the first pitch to Coyne bounces in for ball 1. 3-0, El Dorado. And Coyne hits it out to left, and right on the foul line, making the catch is Harp, and that will end the inning. But some noise for the Broncos here in the second inning. They score 3 times on 2 hits. No errors, nobody left. We'll head to the third. El Dorado 3, Hayes 0. Back in a moment on YouTube. So the El Dorado Broncos shut out last night and shut out after the first inning tonight. 10 straight innings of scoreless ball hurled by the Hayes Larks pitching staff. But boy, 2 mighty swings by the Broncos, one by Chad Crosby, the other by Sam Donnell, and Mitch McIntyre spotted to a 3-0 lead here in the top of the third inning. Clayton Harp will lead off and looks at ball 1. And that leads us into our first email of the night from the Crosby family out in Mission Viejo, California. And nice to have you aboard. Thank you for the email, and congrats to your boy. What a shot that was. We don't see a lot of home runs out to center here, even though the wind is blowing from right out to center and left field. Just don't see that many leave the yard out there. 2 balls and a strike. Heard Mitch kind of groan after that pitch. Knew he overcooked that curveball. It'll be 2 balls and a strike. McIntyre winds and deals. And that one on the corner for strike 2. Broncos in their camouflage orange tops tonight with black lettering, white pants. Here's the 2-2 ones hit foul. Nice play by the first base coach. The bare hand and right back into play. The Larks are in their red tops, blue numerals, and I believe it's gray pants. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Curveball just missed. 3-2. Harp, Boone, and Remy, the scheduled 3 for Hayes here in the third. 3-0 Broncos. And the 3-2, that one's laced out into right field and a base hit. The first hit of the night for the Larks. Clayton Harp.
Now batting for Hayes in the 32, Trevor Boone.
I'm going to guess then that Crosby is out in left field. Barfield's in center. Of course, the Broncos don't have numbers on their fronts, so it's hard to tell who's where if we don't know. Here's Trevor Boone. Did not play last night, and he'll look at strike one. Trevor Boone, the center fielder tonight for Hayes. From Owasso, and he gets into one, but well in front of it and fouls it beyond the Bronco bullpen, and it's 0-2. Owasso, Oklahoma. That's right on your way to Tulsa. Goes to Oklahoma State University. Trevor Boone. McIntyre held it for a long time, throws over to first, and back in safely is Clayton Harp. Shadows here at El Dorado, you can see on your screen right around home plate. Third base has some shadows. That curveball in there, beauty, and Boone immediately banged his helmet. He knew that fell right in there for a strikeout.
Now batting for Hayes, number 5, Max Remy.
4 strikeouts for Mitch McIntyre here into the third inning. Max Remy steps in for the Hayes Larks. Max Remy from Reedsville, Pennsylvania. He goes to Austin P. State, and they are, you know it, the Governors. One away, runner going is Harp, hit and run, high chopper out to Bailey. He's going to have to hurry, and he gets it in time to retire Remy. Down to second is Harp. The Larks are not afraid to put men in motion and get that hit and run going, and they were very good at that last night, especially in that fourth inning. So Jonathan Soberanis will come up, and Jonathan, he was a tough out here last night for El Dorado. He batted in the 8th spot, went 2 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI. He's 0 for 1 tonight with a first inning ground out to Jared Coyne over at third base. 2 away for the Larks here in the top of the third inning. 3-0 El Dorado. McIntyre with the pitch, and the curveball's really working nicely for Mitch right now. That's in there for strike one. Mitch McIntyre from Wichita goes to Indiana State University. And this fastball a little bit in, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Broncos and Larks will complete this 3-game series here tomorrow night. If you can't make it out to the yard, we'll have the game for you right here on YouTube. Soberanis, slightly open stance, curveball in there again. That's strike 2. Mitch really working the breaking ball tonight. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jay Seltzer waiting on deck for the Larks. Infield playing straight away, outfield pretty much straight away. Barfield shades a little bit to the left field side of second base. And the pitch to Soberanis, swing and a miss. The Broncos will have to retirement first, and they do. And another strikeout for Mitch McIntyre. That is 5 so far through 3 innings of play. No runs, a hit. The first hit of the night for Hayes. It was delivered by Clayton Harp. No errors and one man left on base through 2.5. El Dorado 3, Hayes 0. More play-by-play in a moment right here on YouTube. So time for the bottom of the third inning.
For the Broncos.
2 home runs for El Dorado in that second inning. Chad Crosby with a 2-run homer. Sam Donnell a solo shot. 3-0 El Dorado. And the Broncos will send 2-3-4 up in the bottom of the third inning. Tyler Bailey, Aaron Mack, and Colton Schenker against Matt Fish here in the third. And Fish is high for ball 1. Fish has been falling behind. It hurt him in the second inning. Bailey 0 for 1. This one sounded like a broken bat up the middle. Remy gloves it quickly over to first, and that will retire Bailey. So the El Dorado shortstop grounds up to the Hayes shortstop. Here comes Aaron Mack.
Number 26.
Aaron Mack had
Aaron Mack.
2-out single in the first inning for El Dorado. He was stranded there. Aaron Mack from Madison, Wisconsin, goes to Newman University over in Wichita. 6'2", 205. Bats left, throws right. And he was in right field tonight. Looks at ball 1. Aaron Mack batting .256. And he's ahead in the count, 2-0. And the 2-0 to Mack bounces in, ball 3. There is some activity now in the Hayes bullpen. The 3-0 pitch, that one's in there for strike 1. Taking all the way was Mack. So 3 balls and a strike to Aaron Mack, and the pitch, that one just a little bit inside for ball 4. So Aaron Mack will walk down to first base, and he's aboard for Colton Schenker.
Broncos, number 13, first baseman Colton Schenker.
Schenker 0 for 1, grounded out to the second baseman Soberanis his first time. Long look by Fish, and now the pitch right down the middle for strike 1. No balls and a strike. And that pitch, a lot of movement, but off the plate, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fish, a look over at first. That's where Aaron Mack is, and now the pitch, and that one went across the knees for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Colton Schenker. Sunshine, 88 degrees here in El Dorado. Slider misses, 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Left-handed batting, Colton Schenker, batting .310 on the season. And the 2-2, a little bit low, ball 3. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. And what does Toby Reuter want to do here, the manager for the Broncos? 1 away, 3 balls, 2 strikes to Schenker. Schenker only 3 strikeouts on the season. He generally puts it in play. We'll see if Mack is on the move. He is not. The pitch, foul tipped. Just did get a piece of that one. Schenker, 29 at bats, 6 walks, 3 strikeouts. He's scored 4 and he's driven in 4. Schenker from Labette County Community College. And he gets into one, hits it out to right field, coming in and making the play off the bat. That looked like it might travel a little further. Boston comes in and makes a easy catch.
Now
2 away.
Broncos, number 3, center fielder Kyle Barfield.
Here comes Kyle Barfield for the Broncos, and Lynn Donovic loves listening to the Bronco broadcast. She is the aunt watching her nephew Kyle play. So Lynn, nice to have you watching and listening tonight. She says, go Broncos. The Broncos leading 3-0. Here's Kyle Barfield. And that first pitch off the plate, ball 1. Matt Fish with the pitch and swinging over the top is Barfield. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hello to the Randalls, Aunt Nancy, Uncle Big Fish Bob Randall. And they're up in Michigan. They're on their way home from dinner, and they sent me a picture of their phone right where the radio should be, and they've got a good picture. So nice. Thank you for the photo. That's great. Glad you're enjoying it. Barfield hits it out into center field. That will drop. That's a base hit for Kyle Barfield, and the Broncos with runners at first and second. Kyle kind of just threw the arms out there and able to lift that one line drive into center field.
Broncos number 31, left fielder Chad Crosby.
So Chad Crosby steps in. He's got his family watching and listening in Mission Viejo, California tonight. Crosby from the University of California at San Diego. Chad, not much last night against the tough Alex Lopez, but his first at bat tonight was a 2-run home run. Here's the pitch and a curveball that didn't take. 1 ball and no strikes. Crosby figures to be an important piece to the Bronco puzzle. 6 foot 190. And this pitch, low, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. So Crosby, you would imagine, would get something pretty here. Mack is at second. He walked. Barfield at first with a single. 2 out for the Broncos here in the 3rd. And the pitch, Crosby chops it towards first. Getting it on the big hop is Seltzer, and that will retire Chad and the Broncos here in the 3rd inning. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, 2 left. We'll head to the 4th. It's El Dorado 3, Hayes 0. You're watching and listening to Bronco Baseball on YouTube. Time for the top of the fourth inning. Emails coming in. Love to see those. We'll get to those here in a minute. Jace Seltzer leading it off for Hayes. And he looks at the first strike and looks at the second strike. McIntyre is pounding the zone tonight for El Dorado. No balls and 2 strikes to Jace Seltzer. He struck out his first time. McIntyre winds and deals. And that looked like he went, and he did. Strike 3. And the Larks batters have just looked a little perplexed and as they walk back to the dugout. Jacob Boston coming up for the Larks. Six strikeouts for McIntyre through 3 1/3 innings. And the pitch, curveball right in there for strike 1. Boston flew out to right field his first time. And the pitch, that one in the turf, ball 1. Mitch McIntyre tonight is doing what we saw from Alex Lopez last night. Lopez was on the hill. He was ready before the batter was ready every single pitch. Well, McIntyre's doing that to the Larks tonight. He is in a good groove and he is moving. Foul tip. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jacob Boston last night went 1 for 4. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Boston, good stature at the plate, good tall, lanky kid. And a swing and a miss at the curveball, strike 3. 7 strikeouts for McIntyre here in the 4th inning. So 2 away. 4 of the last 5 Larks have gone down swinging. And actually, you can go even further. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5 of the last 8 have gone down swinging. One of the few times McIntyre falls behind 1-0, but he comes right back with a fastball on the outer third. Strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Spencer Packard. One tough customer at the dish for Hayes. Designated hitter tonight, played a good right field last night for Hayes. Swing and a miss, strike 2. McIntyre looking for his 4th strikeout in a row. 3-0 El Dorado, top of the 4th inning. McIntyre winds and deals the pitch in the turf. Good block by Donnell, 2-2. The catcher, Nick Jones, waits on deck for the Larks. And the 2-2 pitch, fouled out of play. Broncos home again tomorrow night against Hayes, and then the Liberal BJs. The first place Liberal BJs coming into town. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Here's the 2-2, a swing and a miss. And Mitch McIntyre, let's zoom in on him as he is in a real happy place right now for El Dorado. 3 up, 3 struck out for the Larks in the 4th inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. El Dorado 3, Hayes 0.
Designated hitter, Tanner White.
So the El Dorado Broncos leading 3-0, heading to the bottom of the fourth inning, and here's Tanner White leading it off. New pitcher for the Larks as White sprays one foul. Peyton Battenfield from Claremore, Oklahoma, goes to Oklahoma State University. 6'4", 215. He's a tall figure out there on the hill. And quickly ahead of Tanner White, 0-2. So for Matt Fish, 3 innings pitched, gave up 4 hits, 2 home runs. 3 runs, all earned. 3 strikeouts and a walk. 0-2 to White. And a high fastball and a strikeout. Appreciate the email from,
Now on for the Broncos.
I don't know who it's from Random.
Danielle.
I don't know who Random is, but thank you. Or maybe Randy M. I bet you that's what it is, Randy M. It says there's a bit of an echo. I'll try to check that out in between these innings. Appreciate the info, and no offense taken to what you said, a bit of echoing. Try to toy with our new equipment here. Sam Donnell bounces it over to Soberanis. He gets it on a couple of hops over to first, and the second out of the inning. So 2 away, and that'll bring up Mason Goad. Mason Goad, a strikeout victim his first time.
Now batting for the Broncos, number 7. Second baseman, Mason Goad.
Mason Goad, 5'11", 180, Carthage, Missouri. Goes to Butler County Community College. And a swing and a miss at the first offering
That was my cousin. But you can follow his
from Battenfield.
You get off. No. Yeah.
And the big 6'4" pitcher is high on that offering. 1 ball and 1 strike.
We got off at the Coliseum.
3 runs for El Dorado in inning number 2. We're in the bottom of the 4th, 3-0 Broncos. Fastball right in there for strike 2. Good life on that fastball from Battenfield. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Goad, right-handed batter, slightly open stance. And he chokes up on the bat, swings and misses in a very efficient, clean inning for Battenfield. 3 up, 3 down. We shall head to the 5th inning. El Dorado 3 and Hayes 0. More in a moment here on YouTube. And welcome back, Randy. Thanks for the info, and you're exactly right. And so trying to get that fixed up. It does sound very echoey. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's a grounder. Jared Coyne makes a great play at third. Over to first. What a play. Jared Coyne to retire Nick Jones. And the first out of the inning for the Broncos. Jared Coyne ranging to his left. Made a terrific play. Alex Weiss steps in, struck out looking his first time. And first pitch is bouncing in for ball 1. All right, so hopefully that will sound a little bit better. Here's a high chopper. Goad circles it as he does. Tough throw from behind second. Go! Oh, just missed him. Weiss will get an infield single. Great effort by Mason Goad. All right, looks like we do have our audio issue fixed. No balls and a strike. Thanks again, Randy, for letting me know. I had the wrong input clicked here on my computer. Clayton Harp at the plate for the Larks. He has one of the Hayes Larks' 2 hits here tonight. 1 ball and 1 strike to Harp. Left-handed swinger is Harp. And this one in the turf, Sam Donnell blocked it. Now throws down to second base. And Weiss is in there. Probably going to be a wild pitch, and it is. So down to second base. Is Weiss. Clayton Harp with a 2-ball, 1-strike count, and the pitch a little bit outside, ball 3. 3-1 to Harp. Clayton Harp from El Campo, Texas, went to school at Sam Houston State. And that one high. So the Larks have something brewing here. Runners at first and second. And here comes Trevor Boone, the center fielder. Again, that's why your email is so important. No in-studio engineers, it's just me, so it's nice knowing if things don't sound right. By all means, let me know, and we'll see if we can get them fixed, and we did. Thank you again. Curveball in there for strike 1. Trevor Boone 0 for 1 tonight. And the Crosby family also sang much better on the sound. Hooray. Randy and Betty from Seminole, Florida. Welcome. Thanks again for the emails. Another beauty. Strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes to Trevor Boone. McIntyre struck out the side in the 4th inning. Here's the 0-2, and this one's pounded to left field, but is it hooking foul? It is. That went a long way for Boone, but it's just a strike. Hello to Austin Meyer's mom, Suvane Bicelli. It's a good radio name. From Ormond Beach, Florida. Nice to have you watching and listening again tonight. Boone will step out. No balls and 2 strikes to Boone, and the pitch. That one's laced into left field, and that will get all the way to the wall. Rounding third and scoring is Weiss. Harp will make it to third, and it's a stand-up double for Trevor Boone. Well, he just missed a home run on the pitch before. And now, on the next one, he's able to double it sharply for the first run of the night for the Larks. And just like that, the Larks are a base hit away from tying this game. Hello to Gina Short on granddaughter duty tonight. I like the picture. I can see the screen there. And the audio is clear. Hooray. Strike 1 to Max Remy. Remy grounded out to short his first time. He's 0 for 1. No balls and a strike. Curveball, that one didn't take, and it's almost hit Remy. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, the shorts on granddaughter duty, the Wolves are doing a fine job on scoreboard and on PA. A lot of good El Dorado Bronco supporters. Always willing to help. Max Remy with a 1 ball, 1 strike count, and the pitch. Remy had a notion, didn't swing at it, and it's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike. No action in the Bronco bullpen. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one's tapped foul, 2-2. Well, Mitch McIntyre, he's got, 3, 4, 5, 8 strikeouts tonight. He would love one here. Runners at second and third. Harp at third, Boone at second. And the 2-2 pitch from McIntyre. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, a big strikeout for McIntyre. Now 2 away, and that'll bring up the very difficult Jonathan Soberanes, the second baseman. Jonathan 0 for 2 tonight. Mitch McIntyre a look in. And the curveball stays upstairs, ball 1. And Sue Vane letting me know Randy is Austin Myers' grandpa, his pops. I do like saying I do like saying your name too. Sue Vane Bicelli. Thank you for the email. One ball and no strikes, and the pitch, swing and a miss. Little challenge fastball, and Soberanes missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. Top of the 5th inning, 3-1 El Dorado. The Broncos scoring 3 runs in the 2nd inning. The Larks have broken through with a run here in the 5th, and they've got the runners on base trying to tie this game up. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. 1 ball and 1 strike to Soberanes. Jay Seltzer waits on deck. And the pitch, that's outside, ball 2. And McIntyre has slowed down a little bit here. He has not been as quick to deliver as he was through the first 4 innings. A little more stress here. The first stressful inning of the night for Mitch McIntyre. He breezed through the first 4. Allowed 1 hit through 4 innings. Hayes has broken through here in the 5th, and now 3 balls and a strike to Soberanes. So Soberanes will be looking for his pitch right here. 3 balls and 1 strike. The outfield shades Soberanes to pull. And here's the pitch. And that one got past Donnell. It's ball 4. Soberanis will walk down to first base. The pass ball allows Harp to score. Moving over to third is Boone. And it's 3-2, and we'll get a mound visit here from the Broncos. Invite you to be here at the Yard on Sunday when the Liberal BJs come to town. It's El Dorado Youth Baseball and Softball Night. Actually, let me say El Dorado Youth Baseball and Softball Little League Night at McDonald Stadium. It's sponsored by Albert Hogaboom Oilfield Trucking. Free admission. The El Dorado Youth Baseball and Softball teams are invited to take the field with the Broncos for pregame ceremonies, and the El Dorado instructional T-ball teams will be presented with medals during the pregame ceremony. Wear your team shirt, enjoy a free hot dog at the Bronco feed bag. Pitch to Seltzer is low, ball 1. Cannon McCormick and Bronson Larimer will be throwing out the first pitch. And they'll be Bronco Bat Boys for the evening. Hope to see you here Sunday night. El Dorado Youth Baseball and Softball Little League Night here at McDonald Stadium. 1 ball and no strikes to Seltzer. On the move is Soberanis. Got a great jump. No chance. He will steal it easily. So the tying run at third and the go-ahead run at second base for the Larks. Two balls and no strikes to Jay Seltzer. Left-handed batter. And this one's poked foul. So 2 balls and a strike to Jay Seltzer. Seltzer struck out both times tonight. He's 0 for 2. Great picture from the Coins. That's the same TV I saw on Facebook over the weekend. McIntyre's going to step off. Anderson, the neighbor, and Carson Coyne watching Jarrett and the Broncos tonight. Anderson and Carson, hope you're enjoying the game. Jarrett made a terrific play to start this inning off over at third base. 2-1 pitch, nubbed foul, 2-2. So McIntyre is a pitch away from getting out of it. The Larks are a hit away from taking the lead. Soberanis is a huge lead off a second. He would score on any base hit with 2 away. Couple of walks in the inning for Mitch McIntyre. Here's the 2-2. Fastball in the turf. Good job by Sam Donnell blocking that one. That's kind of a good news, bad news. All those strikeouts for Mitch McIntyre, it's added to his pitch count, and looks like he's wearing down a little bit here in the 5th inning. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Jay Seltzer. McIntyre with the pitch, and that one's on the corner, strike 3. Big pitch by McIntyre. 2 runs on 2 hits for Hayes. No errors and 2 left. We're halfway through from El Dorado. Broncos 3, Larks 2. Back in a moment here on YouTube. Well, I just had that email from the Coins. Anderson and Carson are watching Jarrett, and here comes Jarrett stepping up to the plate to lead off for El Dorado here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Jarrett Coyne 0 for 2 tonight. Coyne came into play tonight batting .304. He looks at ball 1. Second inning of work for Peyton Battenfield. Right-handed batter, Coyne, and he hits this one down to third. Gloved over there by Weiss. Long throw over, and that will retire Jarrett Coyne. So 1 away, and here comes Tyler Bailey.
Now batting for the Broncos, number 5, shortstop.
Bailey 0 for 2 tonight. Bailey came into play tonight batting .255. And the first pitch, that's high, ball 1. Looked like he tried a little off speed. 1-0 pitch. That fastball stays high. 2-0 to Tyler Bailey. Swing and a miss. Had a good cut. Couldn't catch up to that Battenfield fastball. Two balls and a strike. And that pitch missing. 3-1 to Bailey. Aaron Mack waits on deck. Derby tonight is at Great Bend. Dodge City is at Hayesville. And Liberal at Oklahoma City. Swing and a miss by Bailey. It's 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes to Tyler Bailey, and the pitch, and he's for strike 3. 3 strikeouts for Battenfield here in his second inning of work. That'll bring up Aaron Mack. Aaron Mack has been on base both times tonight, singled in the first inning, walked in the third. And the pitch, and he'll foul this one out of play, strike 1. Liberal leading the Jayhawks Summer Baseball League with a record of 11-3. Derby is 10-4. Hayes 9-3. Both those teams 1 game out. Dodge City 7-6. El Dorado 6-9 entering play tonight. 5.5 out. Mack looks at ball 1. Great Bend and Hayesville are both 5-10, and Oklahoma City at 3-11. Mack hits this one to short, gloved over there by Remy, over to first, and Battenfield has pitched 2 strong innings for the Larks. 3 up, 3 down for the Broncos in the 5th. We'll head to the 6th inning. El Dorado leads 3-2 here on YouTube. Garrett Glass is the new pitcher for the El Dorado Broncos. El Dorado with just one catcher, so waiting for Sam Donnell to get out. I'm not sure where Sam is. Sam was not batting last inning. Mitch McIntyre tonight goes 5 innings. Gave up 2 runs, both earned on just 3 hits. 10 strikeouts tonight for Mitch McIntyre with 2 walks. McIntyre faced 1 over the minimum through 4 innings, but then ran into trouble in the 5th after the first batter grounded out. A single, a walk, a double, a strikeout, a walk, and a strikeout. There was a pass ball in there, and the Larks scored 2 runs in that 5th inning. Here comes Sam Donnell back out onto the field. Garrett Glass from Inola, Oklahoma, goes to school here in El Dorado at Butler County Community College, 6'3", 170. For Glass, this was his 8th appearance, all in relief. He's got a record of 2 wins against 1 loss. He has 1 save for El Dorado. An ERA of around 2.7, I believe it is. 16 1/3 innings of work. 6 runs, 5 of them earned. 5 walks, 15 strikeouts for Glass in 16 1/3 innings of work. So for the Hayes Larks, it'll be Jacob Boston leading it off. Jacob Boston from Chandler, Arizona, goes to Angelo State University. And the first pitch from Glass is missing, ball 1. Boston coming into play, batting just 189. And this curveball bounces off of Donnell's mask and into the El Dorado dugout. 2 balls and no strikes. Nice breeze here at the park, sun shining. Much easier to play first base now, though still tough for the second baseman and the right fielder. As much of the park you can see starts to be engulfed by shadows. Swing and a miss by Boston. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Boston, Packard, and Jones, 3, 4, 5 for the Larks here in the 6th inning. And the 2-2 pitch missing. It looked like Boston held, and he did. Yep, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Close, but I think the right call by the umpiring crew here tonight. So a 3-2 pitch. Here's the payoff to Boston. And that one's low, a leadoff walk. Spencer Packard steps up. Packard probably glad that Mitch McIntyre out of there. He's 0 for 2. And the first pitch to Packard is low. Packard last night was a handful. 3 for 4 with a walk. A single, double, and a home run for Packard last night. 2 balls and no strikes. Packard came into play tonight batting .400. He's way ahead, 3-0. 5 home runs on the season for Packard. We saw one of them last night. 12 RBIs. He leads the Larks in that category. Want to let you know that the Broncos are doing a calendar fundraiser. Casey Wolf, the terrific photographer for the Broncos, putting it together. And the calendar will run from August 2017 to December 2018. It'll be an 8.5 by 11-inch wall calendar. Calendars are $15 a piece if they're picked up, or $20 shipped. Packard looks at strike one. All profits of the calendars will go directly to the El Dorado Broncos. If you'd like more information, you can contact Vicki Bell here at the Broncos. You can email me. I'll get the information passed along. Packard takes a walk, and the Broncos are asking for trouble here. Catcher Nick Jones steps up. Long look down to third. Wouldn't be surprised to see a bunt here from Jones. He's 0 for 2 on the night. Glass in his first inning of work and 2 straight walks to lead off the 6th inning. And the first pitch, that's bunted. Hudson fields it over to third, and he's able to throw out the runner. Bunted a little bit too hard by Jones, and they're able to cut off Boston at third base. So that's a big first out for El Dorado. Good thinking by Frank Leo to bunt that one, and Jones, ideally, you want the third baseman to have to field that bunt. Here's a ball lifted out into center field. Kyle Barfield will settle under it, coming in and makes the catch, and that's the second out of the inning. Alex Weiss flies out to Kyle Barfield, so 2 away. And here comes Clayton Harp. Garrett Glass with the pitch, and he goes off speed for strike one. Hello to Aunt Ida Etheridge, sending her love to Austin Meyer from Florida. Thank you for the email, Ida. No balls and 1 strike to Harp. And the pitch from Glass in the turf, Donnell. Nice job blocking that one, keeping the runners at first and second. Boston led off with a walk. Packard walked. Jones tried to sacrifice, but the Broncos were able to over at third base. Weiss flew out to center field. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's one out to Bailey at shortstop. He'll make the catch. And the Broncos avoid damage here in the 6th inning after the first 2 reached via a walk. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. El Dorado 3, Hayes 2. 3-2 El Dorado here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Schenker lines one into left field, a base hit. He'll take the turn, but he'll stop there at first base. A leadoff single. And finally something against this tough right-hander, Peyton Battenfield for Hayes. So leadoff single, and here comes Kyle Barfield. Barfield walked and scored in the 2nd inning, singled in the 3rd. Barfield with the most at-bats for any Broncos, 66 coming into play tonight, and he's behind on that fastball, strike one. No balls and 1 strike to Barfield. Lights have been turned on here at beautiful McDonald Stadium. Turf infield, grass outfield. And the pitch to Barfield, fouled out of play, strike 2. Down the left field side, the Bronco bullpen, there's a fence guarding the Bronco bullpen, but down the first base side, the Hayes bullpen there is no fence. No balls and 2 strikes to Kyle Barfield. Chad Crosby waits on deck. This one in the turf, nice stop there by the catcher, Nick Jones. Toby Reuter, the first-year manager for the El Dorado Broncos. Frank Leo, longtime coach for the Hayes Larks. 1-2. Curveball, Barfield fists it to short. Caught, now over to first base. And they're able to double off Schenker. Schenker did not get a good read off that. So 2 away. Schenker got well off the first base. The throw nearly took Seltzer off the base, but he was able to keep a toe on the corner, and that retired Schenker. So here's Chad Crosby. And he nubs this one towards third. Weiss waits for it. Now fires over to first. Close play, but they retire Crosby. So no runs, a hit, no errors, and nobody left. We head to the 7th inning. El Dorado 3, Hayes 2. You're watching and listening to El Dorado Bronco Baseball right here on YouTube. Time for the top of the 7th inning. Here's Trevor Boone. Leading off for the Larks. Mighty swing and a miss, strike 1. Some changes for El Dorado last inning. Didn't relay those two. Aaron Mack is now catching. Ben Olson is out in right field. Swing and a miss, strike 2. As that swing took Boone down to one knee very quickly. Oh, no balls and 2 strikes. Here's one grounded down to third. Jarrett Coyne from a deep third over to first. Schenker with a nice scoop. And that will retire Boone. So one away here in the top of the 7th inning. Garrett Glass is ready and waiting for Max Remy, the shortstop. Remy 0 for 2. Grounds this one to Bailey at short on the first pitch. And Tyler Bailey, a perfect strike over to first. And that retires Remy. So 2 quick outs for the Larks here in the 7th inning. They'll turn the order over to Jonathan Soberanis. Soberanis 0 for 2 with a walk and a stolen base. Garrett Glass in his second inning of work. Mitch McIntyre started, went 5 strong for the Broncos. Soberanis tries to bunt for a hit, and he fouled it off. Try to zoom in on some players maybe in between innings here. Glass waiting. Soberanis steps in, no balls and 1 strike, and the pitch stayed a little bit high, ball 1. Here's the 1-1 to Soberanis, inside, ball 2. Broncos with Hayes here tomorrow night, and then Liberal for the weekend series. And then 5 out of 6 on the road for El Dorado, 2 at Derby and 3 at Liberal. So they'll see the BJs 6 times next, Friday through Sunday, June 23rd to the 25th, and then again Friday, June 30th through Sunday, July 2nd. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Soberanis, swing and a miss, and strike 3, and a good inning for Garrett Glass. 3 up, 3 down, time to stretch here in El Dorado. Broncos lead 3-2. You're watching and listening to Bronco Baseball on YouTube. So bottom of the 7th inning here from El Dorado. Tanner White's going to lead off for El Dorado, the DH tonight. And first pitch hacking, fouling it out of play, strike 1. Email address if you're wanting to drop us a line, whether you're a Larks fan or a Broncos fan. Love to hear you. White, a swing and a miss. CadenBroadcasting@gmail.com. CADEN, CadenBroadcasting@gmail.com. Next to Tanner White. He has struck out twice tonight. He's 0 for 2. And the 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll bring up Ben Olson. Ben Olson's first at bat of the series, and he looks at strike 1. Olson batting .217 on the season. Fastball on the corner, strike 2. Battenfield is not messing around here. He is pounding the zone for the Larks. He's done a great job in relief of the starter, Matt Fish. The 0-2, oh, that one got away. Look out, Olson got out of the way. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Olson, 23 at-bats on the season, 5 hits. He has 1 double. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 away. Battenfield, here in his 4th inning of work, has 5 strikeouts. So that'll bring up Mason Goad. Goad is 0 for 2 tonight with a couple of strikeouts. 3-2 El Dorado here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And Goad looked like he went, and he did. Strike 1. Always like when get emails when I pan around and the parents get to see their loved ones. Suvane Bicelli said she saw number 9. Yeah, got him in there. 1 ball, 1 strike, and Goad hits it up the middle and off the glove of the shortstop Remy, and Goad will get a base hit. Probably a play Remy would like to have back, but it'll be a single. Good to see the Bronco money collectors up here. Jarrett Coyne steps in for the Broncos, and he'll look at ball 1. Gentlemen, thank you. Yep. Sam Capps up here along with Hunter Larson. 1 ball and no strikes. Goad over at first base. And the pitch. Coyne hits it up the middle. Remy ranges over, flips to Soberanis, and that will retire Goad and the Broncos here in the 7th inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and nobody left. We head to the 8th inning. El Dorado clinging to a 3-2 lead. Top of the 8th inning here from El Dorado. Another crisply played game between these teams. Last night, was it 2 hours and 6 minutes was our time of play. Jace Selzer leading off for the Larks here in the 8th inning, and he foul tips his first offering from Garrett Glass. Glass has been good. Started out shaky, walking the first 2 batters he faced, but then retired the next 3. Retired the Larks in order in the 7th. Seltzer needs some new lumber. Seltzer tonight 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. 2 swinging, 1 looking. And the 0-1 pitch, and Notion didn't offer at it. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the 1-1 stays outside, 2-1. 2, 3, and 4 up for the Larks here in the top of the 8th inning. Seltzer fouls this one out of play. Mentioned Casey Wolf, the terrific photographer. If you go on the Broncos Facebook page, whenever you see this really good photos, it's Casey who just goes from side to side of the yard taking pictures nonstop. Well, Casey can make trading cards for you. Here's the 3-2 pitch. This one's lined out to second. Goad has the catch and the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Jacob Boston. Boston tonight 0 for 2 with a walk. So if you're interested in buying a trading card or a button for a player or for yourself, they're $5 a piece. And if you'd like to purchase a button and have it by family weekend, Casey needs to know by Thursday, July 6th. If you're interested in any of these, contact Casey Wolf. I'll give you the addresses. Pitch in there, strike one to Boston. You can go on your Facebook page and look up 321 Action Photography. That's an easy way to do it. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Boston. He hits it out to short. Tyler Bailey's got it. And Bailey over to first, and that will retire Boston. So 2 away, and here comes a dangerous man in Spencer Packard. 0 for 2 with a walk. He leads the Larks with 5 home runs. You can email Casey at 321, the number's 321 actionphotography@gmail.com. Packard looks at strike one. Or you can call, the number to call, 316-305-8259. Trading card or button. And I may just put in front of the camera here, 1 ball, 1 strike, that pitch outside, ball 2. So if you look there, that's what the trading cards will look like. It's a front and back card or a button, which will look like that. Here's the 2-1 pitch outside, ball 3. They're great keepsakes. And you don't have to worry about a blurry picture, I can tell you that. 3 balls and 1 strike to Packard. Dangerous pitch here. Packard was swinging for the yard and missed. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 El Dorado, top of the 8th inning. A 3-2 count to Spencer Packard. Garrett Glass winds and deals. The pitch is low, ball 4. Careful there with Packard, and that'll bring up Nick Jones, the catcher. So if you want a calendar, $15 for a calendar. Or a trading card or button, which are $5. Again, 321 Action Photography on Facebook. The email, 321actionphotography@gmail.com. And the phone number, 316-305-8259. So Nick Jones is going to be lifted here. And the pinch hitter will be Colin Simpson. Simpson from Edmond, Oklahoma, 5'9", 220, sophomore at Oklahoma State University. Simpson played here last night. He was the DH, and he went 0 for 5. On the season, Colin batting .333. 27 at-bats, 9 hits. He's got 2 long balls, and he's ahead 1-0 here on Garrett Glass. Packard, a modest lead off of first. Here's the pitch to Simpson. That's in there for strike 1. 3-6-0 for El Dorado. 2-3-0 for Hayes. Broncos lead by a single run. 1 ball, 1 strike to Simpson, and he's out in front of the curveball. It's 1-2. When El Dorado comes up in the bottom of the 8th inning, it'll be Bailey, Mack, and Schenker, 2-3-4 for El Dorado. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Colin Simpson. And Glass tried the outside and missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still take your emails. CadenBroadcasting@gmail.com. Simpson drills this one. Boy, did that sound beautiful. And Colin Simpson turns on one and homers out to right field. So a pinch hit, 2-run home run for Colin Simpson. And the Larks take their first lead of the night. Third home run of the season for Simpson. That was a no-doubter. You could tell, not even by watching, just listening to the ball hit the bat there, that he connected perfectly with that one. And that went way out of here. Here's a ground ball towards third and foul by Alex Weiss. So Mitch McIntyre, his effort, all for naught now. Garrett Glass, a pitcher of record for the Broncos. No balls and a strike here to Weiss. And he puts a charge into one, out into left field, going back, Crosby to the fence, and gone. Back-to-back home runs for the Larks. Alex Weiss with his second hit of the night. And the Larks now lead 5-3. A no-doubter again, this time by Weiss. His first home run of the season. And here comes Clayton Harp. Well, the Broncos hit 2 home runs in the second inning. That gave El Dorado a 3-0 lead. Now 2 home runs back-to-back fashion by Hayes here in the 8th. First pitch in there, strike 1. And the 0-1 pitch to Harp in the turf, 1-1. Clayton Harp tonight, 1 for 2. Singled in the 3rd inning, walked and scored on a pass ball in the 5th, and lined out to short in the 6th. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one's in there for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And this one hit out to short. Bailey takes it on a couple of hops, fires to first, and retires Clayton Hart. But a big inning for Hayes. And all of that happening with 2 outs. The first 2 Larks were retired here in the 8th inning. Packard walked. Simpson pinch hitting. Had a no-doubt home run over the right field wall. Alex Weiss followed with a no-doubter over the left field wall. 3 runs on 2 hits. No errors and nobody left. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Hayes 5, El Dorado 3. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning and a new pitcher for the Hayes Larks. His name is Dylan Schneider from Cleburne, Texas. Goes to UT Arlington. What a great effort by Peyton Battenfield in relief of the starter, Matt Fish. He went 4 innings. Allowed just 2 hits, didn't walk anyone, and struck out 5. So he's on the hook for a W tonight if Schneider can shut down the Broncos. Tyler Bailey will lead it off for El Dorado, and he's 0 for 3. Fourth game for Schneider. He has no record on the season. 4 innings of work, and he's given up 4 runs. All of them earned. 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. An ERA at 9, but real small sample size, just 4 innings of work like I mentioned. He's up, no balls and a strike here on Bailey. Curveball, dives down low, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bailey, Mack, and Schenker. And Bailey looks at strike 2. Hey, if you'd like to win an autographed guitar signed by Hank Williams Jr. and Leonard Skinnard, the Broncos have tickets available for such an opportunity. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Curveball, Bailey out in front, pops it foul. Tickets cost $1 each or 6 tickets for $5. They're available at all Bronco games prior to the event and the 2-day event. The guitar will be given away on July 29th at the Dam Music Festival at El Dorado Lake. Need not be present to win. One ball and 2 strikes to Tyler Bailey, trying to get something going for El Dorado here in the 8th inning. El Dorado trailing 5-3. And Bailey will poke one out into right field, a base hit. Just went with that pitch as Schneider went to the outer third of the plate, and Bailey went that way with it. So here's Aaron Mack. Mack started the game in right field and moved to catcher. He is 1 for 2 tonight with a walk. Of course, we saw Mack here about a week and a half ago hit a 3-run home run in the 8th inning. That gave the Broncos an 8-7 lead and win over the Derby Twins. He's got 4 knocks on the season, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Colton Schenker waits on deck. Nine RBIs on the season for Mack, and he's jammed on this one, fouled it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That slider was bearing down on Aaron Mack. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mack a single in the first, walked in the third, grounded out to short in the 5th inning. Curveball, and that one's foul. El Dorado with 3 runs in the 2nd inning. Hayes scored 2 in the 5th and 3 in the 8th. 5-5-0 for Hayes, 3-7-0 for El Dorado. And the 1-2 pitch jammed him, and it's off the pitcher's glove out to Soberanis at second, and that throw gets away from the first baseman. Aaron Mack will stay at first, rounding third, coming home, and safe. All the way from first is Tyler Bailey. So we'll see how Gary's going to score this one. Hit for Mack and an error on the throw that allowed Bailey to score. Boy, the Larks were that close to maybe a 1-6-3 double play. It glanced off the glove of Schneider. Soberanis had to change his route. Quick throw to first, got away from the first baseman, Seltzer. And when it does, it rolls away, and Bailey aggressively around third and just beat the throw home 5-4. Colton Schenker up there. And that pitch missing, ball one. Nobody out for El Dorado here in the 8th inning. It's 5-4 Hayes. And Schenker looks at strike 2. Just caught the corner. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Colton Schenker 1 for 3 tonight. Singled his last time. And he looks at that curveball, and that froze him. A beautiful pitch by Schneider. And the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Kyle Barfield. Greg Barfield, along with Karen and Dizzy Barfield, watching the game from College Station. Kyle right up the middle. Schneider gloves it, throws to second for 1, over to first. So they did get the 1-6-3 double play, and that will end the Bronco threat here. A promising 8th inning ends with just 1 run scored. We'll head to the 9th inning. Hayes 5, El Dorado 4. You're watching and listening to Bronco Baseball on YouTube. Well, I know Austin Meyer's got a lot of fans watching and listening tonight, and he heads to the hill to lead off here in the 9th inning, and he's greeted by a single by Trevor Boone. Austin Meyer from Ormond Beach, California, 6 foot 195, goes to King College. So here's Max Remy. He's 0 for 3 tonight. So close the book on Garrett Glass. He goes 3 innings. Gave up 3 runs, all earned. And the pitch off of Mac's glove as Remy was squaring to bunt. And that'll be a wild pitch. For Glass, again, 3 runs, all earned. He only gave up 2 hits, but they were both home runs. 3 walks and 1 strikeout for Glass in his 3 innings of work. Remy, a couple of groundouts to short and a strikeout. And Will Hayes, it would seem to make sense that they would keep the bunt on here and try to get that runner to third. 5-4 Larks here in the 9th inning. Thanks for the email from the Barfields in College Station, Texas tonight. One ball and no strikes to Remy. And he's swinging and not swinging. It's 2-0. He did not square around there. So 2 balls and no strikes. And the 2-0 to Remy, and he pops this one up. Will it stay in? Coyne can't find it. Now he does, near the Bronco dugout, and makes the catch. So a little trouble at first for Jarrett Coyne, but then he found it and makes a catch in the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up the leadoff batter, Jonathan Soberanis, for the Hayes Larks. He's 0 for 3 tonight, a couple of strikeouts and a walk. Right-handed batter is Soberanis. Austin Meyer on the hill for the Broncos. And Soberanis puts a charge in and one out into left center field. Crosby going back to the wall and gone. Soberanis dials long distance. So Hayes takes a 7-4 lead. Third home run of the night for the Larks, all coming in the last inning and a third. 2 home runs in the 8th and 1 here in the 9th. Austin Meyer coming in his 7th game, 10 innings of work, 13 hits, had given up just 4 earned runs before that 2-run bomb by Soberanis. No balls and a strike. And that's pitch high, ball 1. Soberanis, his first homer this summer, and now 2 balls and a strike to Seltzer. 2-1. And Meyer tries the outside, gets the call, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, and just off the dish, 3-2. This one hit hard out to go to deep second base, throws over to first, and that will retire Jay Seltzer. So 2 away. And here comes Jacob Boston. Boston tonight 0 for 3 with a walk. Grounded out to short his last time. First offering is high for ball 1. To Boston. Spencer Packard waits on deck. 7-4 Larks. They've scored 5 of their 7 here in the 8th and 9th inning. High strike called on Boston. 1 ball and 1 strike. Austin Meyer winds and deals. This pitch low, ball 2. Big thanks to Brad and Roxanne Cool, El Dorado Building Systems Incorporated, fine sponsors of Bronco baseball and our broadcasts. 1216 West 6th here in El Dorado. They are the leaders in the metal building market. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Boston. He gathers himself. Austin Meyer waiting. And the 2-2 pitch coming to Boston. In the turf, ball 3. Same two teams here tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, first pitch. We'll have it for you here on YouTube. Three balls, two strikes. And just a little in, and that's a two-out walk. And the Broncos will have to deal with Spencer Packard. Packard tonight, 0 for 2 with 2 walks. He's walked his last 2 times, walked and scored on the 2-out, 2-run pinch hit home run by Colin Simpson in the 8th inning, which gave that Larks at the time a 4-3 lead. First pitch from Meyer is down low, ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch, Packard, mighty cut, fouls it off. 1 ball and 1 strike. Spencer Packard from Tucson, Arizona. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and right up the middle off of Meyer over to Bailey. Bailey, quick throw to first, and they'll retire Packard. So that'll go down as 1-6-3 for the 3rd out. But a 2-run home run by the leadoff man, Jonathan Soberanis, has given the Larks some insurance. We'll head to the bottom of the 9th inning. Hayes 7, El Dorado 4. So I'll echo what Nancy Randall up in Irons, Michigan says. Rally time for the Broncos. Down 7-4 here in the bottom of the 9th inning, and they'll have to do it against a tough customer. Tyler Starks, we saw him here last night. He pitched the 9th inning in a non-save situation, and he gave up 1 hit, and he had a strikeout in a pretty clean 9th inning. He faced 4 batters. Chad Crosby will lead it off for El Dorado. And it looks like Josh Riggs has picked up a bat, and he's warming up in the batter circle. So Josh Riggs looks like he's going to get an at-bat here in the 9th inning. Crosby looking for a start here for El Dorado. Lefty on lefty. And the first pitch in there for strike 1. Crosby last night saw Starks, and he flew out to left field. No balls and a strike. And this pitch off the dish, 1-1. Broncos led 3-0 after 4, led 3-2 going into the 8th inning, but fell behind 5-3, got a run back to make it 5-4, but 2 huge runs for the Larks in the top of the 9th inning. 7-4 Hayes, 1 ball, 1 strike to Crosby, and a good whack at that one. He fouled it out of play, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to Chad Crosby. And that fastball in, ball 2. Chad early in this game had the big hit for the Broncos, a 2-run home run in the second inning. And then after a Tanner White strikeout, Sam Donnell dialed long distance, and the Broncos led 3-0. Crosby misses at that slider, and it's a strikeout to start off this 9th inning. So Josh Riggs is going to pinch hit for the Broncos for the DH Tanner White. Josh Riggs, 6'6", 210 from Irons, Michigan. Riggs on the season, 17 at bats. He's batting 176. He has 1 home run. And that was a long fly here against the Hayesville Aviators. First pitch in there for strike 1. Well, here's the beauty of baseball. You have 5'8" Tyler Starks dealing with 6'6" Josh Riggs. And Starks ahead, no balls and a strike. Tanner White, a tough night at the dish, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. No balls and a strike here to Riggs. And a fastball in there for strike 2. So Starks has challenged Josh twice, and Josh hasn't been able to get a swing. No balls and 2 strikes, and Starks holding all the cards now. The 0-2, good spot there. It's a ball, 1-2, down and in. Starks has only been touched up for 1 run on the season, 12 innings of work, 7 hits and 1 run. He's got 19 strikeouts to 3 walks. What a great ratio that is. A high chop. Weiss comes in, gets it on the big hop over to first. That's a terrific play by Weiss. And then nearly got hit as the Larks were throwing it around the infield, and Weiss wasn't expecting that. Great job. If that ball short hops, it's going to be a tougher play. He got it on the big hop and able to retire Riggs by a step. So 2 away, and we get another Bronco pinch hitter, it looks like. Hunter Larson is going to pinch hit here for Ben Olson.
Now batting for the Broncos, number 16, Hunter Larson.
Hunter Larson from Treasure Valley College from Emmett, Idaho. Larson started last night at third base and played 5 or 6 innings there. 1 ball and no strikes. Larson in a short sample size, 9 at bats. He's batting .333. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Starks has really good stuff. Again, 3 walks and 19 strikeouts. Make that 20 strikeouts as he led off this inning with a strikeout of Chad Crosby. That's a terrific ratio. 1-1, and that one just missed. 2-1. Mason Goad waits on deck for the Broncos, hoping to get an opportunity here. 7-4 Hayes in the bottom of the 9th inning. Some late inning magic from the Larks as they've hit 3 home runs in the last 2 innings to go from 3-2 down to 7-4 up. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Larson. Two balls, 2 strikes. Larson, a right-handed stick. And the pitch, and a swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Starks. And that will wrap it up, and the Hayes Larks have won the first 2 games of this series. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left for El Dorado in the bottom of the 9th inning. And the final score is 7-4 in favor of Hayes. 7-7-1 for the Larks, 4-7-0 for the Broncos. The winning pitcher tonight for Hayes is Peyton Battenfield. He came in for the starter, Matt Fish, and Battenfield was terrific. 4 innings of work, gave up just 2 hits and struck out 5. The losing pitcher is Garrett Glass, and Starks picks up the save. Be remiss if I didn't mention the great effort tonight by the Broncos starter, Mitch McIntyre. He went 5 innings and struck out 10 Hayes Larks tonight. But 5 runs in the last 2 innings for Hayes, and they win 7-4. Time of tonight's ball game, 2 hours and 16 minutes. As always, I sure appreciate all of your terrific emails tonight, and we'll do it again tomorrow night, Bronco fans, so tune in. We'll try to get that link going. Had some issues tonight, a little bit late getting it on. We'll try to get it on earlier tomorrow night. 7 o'clock first pitch here from El Dorado, the final game of the 3-game series between Hayes and El Dorado. So until tomorrow night, Kurt Caden bidding you good night from McDonald Stadium. You've been watching and listening to Bronco Baseball here on YouTube.